Hi, welcome to episode 2 of Bytesize Bagpipes. I hope you got on well with the first episode with the top hand of the scale, because today we're going to look at the bottom hand scale and a little bit of music reading as well. So if you remember how we positioned our top hand first of all, so we've got the 3 fingers here and then our thumb at the back. So if you can position your top hand again like that with the little angle, and then we're going to put our bottom hand fingers on the chanter. And our bottom hand fingers, I'm going to use the second pads of these 3 fingers. So if I turn my chanter around, you'll see that I'm slightly further in with those, the index, middle and ring finger. And that allows the little finger to use the first pad of the finger. My thumb sits roughly behind my middle finger. You don't want that to be too high or too low. So just around there is a good position for that. And you can see my fingers, again, I'm keeping them straight, not letting them curl around the end of the chanter. So that's the bottom hand position you're looking for. So I'm going to place all my top hand fingers covering all the holes and the thumb at the back as well. And the very first note is low G, and that's when we've got all of our fingers covering all of the holes. So I'll blow that note so you can hear it. And then when I lift my little finger up, that gives the next note, which is low A. Then the next finger up is going to give us B. And now the next finger up, when we lift this up, we're going to seesaw our little finger down. So that's quite an important move. So from B to C. And then the final note is D, and that's just lifting the index finger off. And that's our D note. And then to go back down the scale, we start on D. And then we drop our index finger down to C, so leaving the 2 fingers up. And then we've got a seesaw, the reverse of what we did going up the scale, where our middle finger is going to come down and seesaw our little finger up. Then we're going to drop our ring finger. And we're back to low G. We call it low G and low A because we've got 2 G's and 2 A's in the scale. So just to show the difference, the low G and low A are in the bottom hand, the high G and high A are on the top hand. So that is the bottom hand scale. And on the screen overhead, you should be able to see some notes in the spaces. And there we use 4 notes in the bagpipe scale on the spaces. The first one is A, or low A as we call it, and that's on the second space. That starts on the second space. C is the next note on the space, and then E, and then G, or high G as we refer to it. So they're the 4 notes that we use in the bagpipe scale that sit on spaces. The next notated music you should see is notes on the lines, and the very first note we use is G, which is low G, we refer to it, B, D, F, and our top note A, or high A. And it's good to try to learn these notes, and you could use rhymes. So the notes on the spaces, all cows eat grass, is one that's sometimes used to remind you. And for notes on the lines, you could use good boys deserve fun always, or football always, or you can make up your own one. So there's a little decoding game at the end of this video, and you can try and figure out what, by reading the notes, what words we're making. And there's also some space to try and draw a treble clef, which is at the start of our music, and you should see some on the screen and you can share your results with us. Thanks for joining me. See you at the next episode. Bye.